Assalamu alaikum. In this tutorial, I'll show you how quickly you can write a review paper using artificial intelligence. And of course, this is not the only guide. This is just an example, but you can use different sources, different tools, but this is one of many. Anyway, so let me show you one by one how we can proceed. Firstly, I have opened the ChatGPT. So here you write the title. I'm asking ChatGPT that okay, give me a title for recent development and challenges and prospect of biogas in Bangladesh or journal article. So give me a title for the recent development and challenges. Recent development challenges. It doesn't matter. So if there is spelling mistake or writing mistake, it will automatically be corrected. So for just don't worry about it. So give me a title for recent development challenges in the prospect of biogas in Bangladesh for journal article. Okay. Or I can write suggest 5 alternative title. Okay, 5 alternative title for recent development challenges and prospect of biogas in Bangladesh for journal article. Okay, so biogas in Bangladesh, current landscape barrier and future outlook, unlocking potential for biogas in Bangladesh, development challenge strategic pathway. So there are 5 titles here. Out of this you choose one of them. um, it looks number 2 is more academic or professional. Let me select this one. Okay, I'm selecting this one. Let me make it bigger. All right, so unlocking the potential of biogas in Bangladesh, development challenges and strategic pathway. So this one I have selected. So now I will ask ChatGPT. Okay, so now for this title, which is for example, um, for this title, give me a structure for review article. Give me a structure for review article for publishing in a high quality journal. Okay, so now I'm asking for ChatGPT to give me the structure. Okay, now you have to basically train up in your way. This is just a sample. Okay, all right, so it has given a structure. Now you need to edit by yourself. um, of course, I should be showing you something before coming here, so let me quickly show you. So before coming to the ChatGPT, I suggest you to go to the Google Scholar. From Google Scholar, okay, so you have selected that title, that's fine. So from this title, search it here and find some key papers. Okay, for example, current prospect challenges in biogas energy conversion in Bangladesh, attaining sustainable development goal. So okay, I see not many paper are there. So I see only 2-3 papers are there. So I download this. First of all, I suggest you to download these 2-3 papers. and read through them and try finding out what's not been done or what's the research gap. Okay. um, yeah, so okay, so this is just an example. So I think it should be okay. So if I just show you the procedures, um, first of all, you go to the Google Scholar and search with the title, and then see what are the research gap or what are the papers available. Download 2-3 papers from here, and then you go to ChatGPT and um, find a structure. From the structure you copy and paste. So this is just an example, but the procedures may be, you know, other way around, but I copy and paste it here. So this is my structure. Okay, so now from here I ask ChatGPT, okay, I don't recommend you to ask ChatGPT to write whole article together. Rather, you should be asking, okay, now write the abstract. Okay, so it is writing abstract for me. So what you can do, you can define the number of words. It is suggesting 200 to 250 words. That should be okay, but later on you have to revise it, copy. So now I just move this one, paste it here. Okay, so this is the abstract, and then write the introduction with in-text citation and bibliography. Okay, so remember, I am asking ChatGPT to write the introduction with in-text citation and bibliography, which should also include literature review, research gap, okay, novelty and scope, sorry, of the research. All right. Actually, in text it should be in text citation and bibliography, which should also include literature review, research gap, novelty, scope of the research. Okay, so right, let's say 2000 word. Of course you have to edit it later on. You are defining the number of words to be written. Okay. Sorry. It is segregating with literature review, background and context, but for a research article you don't need to segregate this way. Rather you, okay, you put all together. Okay, you put all together. Okay. That's it. Okay, so that's it. So it has given me about 2000 word introduction with in-text citation and bibliography. I'm copying it and pasting it here. Okay, so now I paste it here. Let's make it justified. So remove this part. Okay, remove all this. So now I suggest you to remove all these headings. For journal article you don't need to make like this. Okay, you ask again. Okay, make it paragraph. Okay, make it paragraph. Okay, so there are some part which is given as a like uh, this one, novelty and contribution to the study. So for journal article you don't need that kind of um, division or segregation. And then research gap, you just remove all this, and you have to do the modifications. All right, so you don't need to give like literature review, background, and so on and so forth. So introduction is a standalone single top I mean part of the journal article. Okay, from here what we have to do now we have to do the editing. So this way so I'm not going to show you all this like biogas technology overview, recent development, challenges. So this is the technique. um, okay, so let me finish this part, and then I will explain or talk about these other parts later on. So now you do the formatting, and you can do this later. Okay, so you can do this later one, so you can just removing this. Okay, all right, so you put your name and author affiliations and things like that, and then from here make sure remove this one. Okay, so introduction. So Bangladesh, a lower middle income country in Asia, faces an enduring challenge for ensuring its energy security and growth, industrialization, and climate vulnerability with limited resources and this and that. So now the thing is the references. I want to talk about the references. So Hussain et al. So mostly, if you are using the free version of ChatGPT, most likely your references are fake. Okay, so ChatGPT make the references fake, but what you have to do, you have to find these sentences or the key talk or the key message of this sentence from the literature. But before that, I want to suggest you to check whether this references is actually available in the literature. So Hussain et al. I go back to the references. Hussain H. This one. Okay. So Hussain M. Sultana, this and that. So here, energy security and the role of renewable energy in Bangladesh. This is the references. So I will show you one, and you have to follow this strategy to double check and then revise your references. Okay, so I copy this one, I come back to Google or Google Scholar, whatever you want, and search it whether this article is basically exists. Energy security in Bangladesh, prospect and assessment, Hussain et al. Okay, I go to Google Scholar. Energy security and the role of renewable energy in Bangladesh with Hussain et al. No, so this article is not exist. Energy security and the role of renewable energy in Bangladesh. If this article was exist, you should get it here, somewhere here, within like 5 to 10 articles. But that's not available. That means this article is the fake references. Okay. So energy security in Bangladesh, prospect and assessment and implication. There is similar article available in the literature. See, energy security in Bangladesh, prospect and assessment and implication. So you can either read through this article, read through one of these or few of these articles, one or two articles, and then check whether this statement is available. What is the statement now? This statement is here. With limited fossil fuel reserves and growing dependence on imported energy, the country is actively seeking alternative and sustainable energy solutions. So, but this does not stand alone tell you that where it is. Therefore, you have to copy the full part which make deliver the full message. So I copy this part, and then okay, so one thing, if we can check this article and then find this message in this article, straight away you can cite this article. And if you cannot find it, if you cannot find it in this article, what you have to do is in Google or uh, Google Scholar, you search these keywords and check. um, okay, so as you can see, this is the article where these words are available. Okay, these words are available, and you can go to this article, and definitely these messages are available. Comprehensive review of renewable energy in Bangladesh. So it's more relevant if you go to this article and read through quickly with some of the keywords from here. For example, fossil reserve, growing dependency, imported energy, and so on and so forth. Few of the keywords, then you would find that these keywords are available here. And most importantly, since this article is regarding the biogas, so you go to this article and read it and find the keywords: biogas, energy security, fossil fuel, this and that. So this is the relevant article, and these messages are of course there. So you cite this article, so copy this. Okay, so I don't know which citation or citing what do you call this software you are using. So I use EndNote. So I cite this article RIS format, and then for example, I save it here, and then I open it here, and then it's going to my EndNote. It's here. So this one I just cite it here. So instead of Hussain et al, I remove this part. Okay, Control 2. So this article has been cited. Okay, and then following these procedures, you go to check all these references. So Shorkar, Hawk, this and that. So similarly, you go to this article and check whether this article is still whether exists. Shorkar, okay. Renewable energy in Bangladesh, current status and prospect and future renewable focus. This whether this article is still or exist. So the procedures is same. You just go to the Google or Google Scholar and check it, and then if it is there, then of course you can cite it. If it is not there, then you have to search a similar article conveying this message, which is this one. The message is among the various renewable resources, biogas stand out due to its dual potential to generate clean energy and manage organic waste, particularly in the country with large agrarian and rural populations, and so on and so forth. If you can find this message or this kind of statement there, use straight away cite. If it is not, then the way I showed you, follow that. So now what you have to do, this is directly copied and pasted from there. So now I use another software which is called Quillbot. You can install this. So you can install this software Quillbot in your MS Word and Grammarly, which is another one. But unfortunately, during while making this video, I cannot probably use the third-party ads-in software, which is Quillbot and Grammarly. Therefore, I'm showing you in the web page. Okay, let's go to the web page, but you don't need to go to the web page while you are working in your computer without making the video. So okay, what I'm going to do, I'm just showing you. Okay, so I just have copied this, but it will take a bit of time because every time it's not feasible to go to the Quillbot, and therefore I have installed in my computer in AdSyn as a Microsoft Word. So there are some options: paraphrasing, AI detector, and translator, so on and so forth. So I'm going to paraphrasing. So while in the MS Word, if it is like if I'm not making the video, then what I usually do, I just copy this, open this quillboard, and the options comes here, paraphrase. So I just click there, it do the paraphrasing, and I just insert it here straight away. So within few seconds it can be done. So now since it is not working while making the video, I suggest you to go, I'm just showing you the process here. So I just have pasted this one, and then asking it to paraphrase. Okay, so it has done the paraphrasing now. So why I'm doing this, because if I go to show you other thing, so this is AI detector. So if I check the, okay, so it has to be at least 80 words. So I just copy more than 80 words to show you. I copy this and then I paste it here, and if I want to detect so the percentage of the AI, so it can detect 100% AI detection. See, 100% AI detection, so which I want to remove. Okay, so for that I go to the paraphrase, and then I do the paraphrasing. If I put it here, okay, do the paraphrasing. So I don't need to for this time being, because I have references there. So therefore since I'm showing you here in the website, I have to copy and paste it. But if I do it in the in my computer, in the laptop, so I don't need to copy and paste, I just have to insert. So paraphrase, it has done the paraphrasing within a second. So now I copy this. Okay, I copy this, and if I okay, let me show you AI detection now. So if you do now, if you, because you have to have more than 80 words. Now if we check, then your AI detection would be like 50, 40, 60, like that. Okay, 60%. So it has reduced the AI detection. And further, okay, let me paste it here. So the writing, now you have to check your writing whether it convey the message, what message you want to deliver. In the face of the fast population expansion, industrialization and climate vulnerability, Bangladesh, lower middle incomes in South Asia, continues to struggle to provide energy security. This nation is actively looking for sustainable and energy resources due to its depleting fuel reserves and increasing reliance on imported energy. So the message is okay, writing looks fine to me, but in some cases the words are some silly words that they use or they add in order to paraphrase or make it different. So in that case you have to be careful. And then this is the paraphrasing is done. Now what you have to do, you have to do it throughout the article. But as I mentioned, if you have the installed add-in Quillboard, then you can do it very quickly. Okay, now now what you have to do, as I mentioned before initially, that you have to read through the few sample paper, 1 or 2 paper, so that you can have the understanding of what's going on in this research in Bangladesh, or whatever article you have, whatever the title you have. So then you have to edit by yourself, using your own brain. Okay, so don't only rely on the AI, but you have to use your intellect, your brain, your your wisdom to modify it. Okay, so now another important things. Okay, so you have to follow this all through the structure. Now this is, don't blindly follow this structure. As I mentioned, read through 2-3 articles and modify this structure as well. You might find this article is this part is not relevant, or this is not needed. You have to have your own expert eyes. Okay, probably you can show some other expert as well after finishing a draft. Now what you have to do, after finishing all this structure, now this is the part of edition or editing. Addition, removal, addition, editing, revising, and so on and so forth. So what I can suggest now, to use another tool, which is size space. So go to the size space, and then come here, copy your title, paste it here, and search it. So now so in the free version they can summarize 5 paper for you and list hundreds of paper relevant to this topic. Okay, so this one is definitely the pure without any exaggerations. So this one you can rely on, you can copy and paste this and put these references here. This is 100% accurate. Okay, it's not like ChatGPT. So you put this information, like you put, like I'm putting this one here at the beginning of the introduction, for example. So I put it here. Okay, I put it here. Development in biogas initiative early started this and it call, and see these references are 100% accurate. You can straight away put it here. You can straight away put it here and put these references using your EndNote. Okay, now what I suggest you to check through all this information with regards to the references, and then copy and paste these statements from here to the relevant place in your article. Okay, so let's say I show you one of them. Let's say this information of strategic pathway. So strategic pathway, you copy this part. You cannot put this in the introduction. What you have to do, go to your article and see the strategic pathway. So this is written for this part. Okay, I put it here. Okay, so I just like this one. So now you revise this references, go here and click here. So this is the reference. Okay, was et al 2024 biogas technology. You can just double click and then make this article here, bring to this article here, copy it from here, and then make these references. Either you can do the references in front. I usually use this if I have another add-on here, Google button, Google Scholar. So if I click it here, this will be pasted here and it will go directly here, or you can just copy this one and paste it here, and then you can cite from here. Okay, cite, I use EndNote. Okay, so it will be gone to the EndNote. I just anyway, so I paste it, so I click it here, so it has come through here. Was et al 2024, and then I go to my document and I click Ctrl 2. Okay, so it has inserted my citations here. So I now remove this part. Make sure you have to be consistent with the style of your referencing. Okay, so this is one thing. Now I want to show you another thing. So as you can see, only 5 papers are summarized here. You can directly copy and paste over there, but I strongly suggest again to paraphrase it using Quillboard or any other paraphrasing software. Okay, Quillboard or any other paraphrasing software, that way I have shown you. So now so as you can see, whatever available in the literature with regards to this topic, biogas potential in Bangladesh, so these are summarized here. So all the paper, like hundreds out of 10 are here. You can load more. Okay, you can load more. So in this portal, as you can see, this is the title, method, insight. Insight is the results and key outcome, and research gap. Okay, so I want to show you one thing. So in this column, as you can see, the list of criteria are here. So whatever criteria is you want to get, or whatever outcome you want to get from this criteria, you click it here, it will be coming here, and then you copy and paste to your articles. For example, research gap. Okay, at the end of the research, I want to get the research gap. Okay, I click it here, it has come here. So the lack of detailed economic analysis for the biomass classifications in Bangladesh. See this article, Borun K. Dash and Nazmul Haq. So they have mentioned this research gap, lack of detail. You can straight away use this. Or you can summarize. Okay, copy. You copy this. You copy this. Copy this. Okay. So and then go to the GPT. Okay, I should not go there. Okay, so you copy this copy all this, like whatever research gap mentioned here, like 4 5 6 articles, and then go to the ChatGPT and ask them, okay, copy and paste it one by one, like put the number and then ask summarize. Okay, I'm asking him to summarize this. Okay, it has summarized for you. I copy it here from here and paste it to the end of the introductions. Okay, so as you know, at the end of the introduction, although it has written for you, but it's hypothetical. Okay, it might be relevant, it might be okay, but you have to double check with your own reading from the article. I mentioned you have to read some articles, okay, before getting the actual overview. So but this is definitely okay, no problem at all. So this is 100% accurate, but what you have to do, you have to just paraphrase it again using the Quillbot or any other paraphrasing software, or if it is not available, you cannot install it in your computer, then you go to the web version and then paraphrase from there. So this is the way how we can. Now other thing is, it's very difficult to read hundreds of articles. Yeah, of course, previously we used to do that. We had to read hundreds of articles, searching one after another, noting it down, summarizing it, this and that. But nowadays, because of these facilities, you don't have to do that. You just use this software, and for example, you want to do literature review, relevant literature review from 50 articles, you will have this all this in this web portal. Okay, now how to collect the data from here. Okay, so the biogas technology has been developed through by program. Okay, so I summarize abstract, standardize, limitations, contribution, practical fundings. You can use the results and see whether it's a bit different with respect to use this inside. Okay, so now what I want to do is copy this part. Okay, okay, now before copying this, okay, so you do like this guy. Okay, let's say I want to put it this information in the literature review, or make sure the relevant part of this. Okay, the relevant part of this message, let's say I'm putting it here in biomass overview. Okay, so overview here I need this information. So what I do is, okay, this guy, just put it like this way, text only, this guy et al 2024, for example. Yeah, 2024 investigated, you copy this. Okay, so after putting this methodology used, studied anaerobic digestion for biomass generation and integration with solar home system for energy reliability. This is the first sentence. Okay, so this guy basically it has to Wasi et al. Usually we don't need the first name. Wasi et al 22 studied anaerobic digestion for biomass generation and integration with this and that. So the first sentence is done, and then after that, what is the results? The result is this one, inside this, and paste it here. Okay, they mentioned the biogas technology Bangladesh has advanced initiative according to this article. Okay, according to this article, or so there are different way to write. So I'm just showing one of the way. So according to this article, biogas technology in Bangladesh has advanced through initiative like this and that and this and that. Okay, so this is the results and the key outcome of this article, and you check whether this one is same as this one. If it is same, then you don't need to double repeat it. If you repeat it, then so that's not how a research article should be written. So you should not be repeating things. Okay, so sometimes this and same. This, if it is not, then you put these results here as well. Support statement, sustainable development. Okay, so now a research gap. So there is no research gap given mentioned here, so you can skip this one. But if there is a research gap mentioned in this article, I suggest you to, for example, this one has the research gap mentioned. You follow these procedures. You write this one, this one, and mention this research gap at the end of your write it. Okay. Okay, so insight is the overview, holistic overview, and as you can see, this is the key results which we have to mention here. Okay, for example, I'm in the second case is after doing this. Okay, so I after putting the initiatives, sorry, insights, after putting the results, after putting this results, sometimes sorry, so this one, copying it here, pasting it here. Okay, so we come one by one. So write this, the format it like this, k dash start date. Okay, k that start the direct combustion of biomass, including thermochemical processing, pyrolysis, and this and that, this and that. So just make one sentence from here. If you can do by yourself, that's okay. If you cannot, then you ask the GPT to make one sentence. Okay, it will do it for you. And then write this part, which is your insight, and then write this results. So I should make it like this. So results gap after that, after results. Yeah, so put the insight, put the results. Okay, I'm putting the insight, I'm putting the insight. Okay, copying it here and putting the results. Use the text only format. Okay, and then I put the research gap. Okay, I put the research gap. Okay, so I have summarized all this here. So now you have to do the modification by yourself. If you are lazy enough like me sometimes, so what I suggest you to copy this, all this, and go to the ChatGPT and ask, okay, summarize it for journal article. Okay, it will nicely summarize for you. This review paper primarily focus on this and that. See, within seconds you just have summarized it. Okay. This is how you can summarize all these hundreds of articles. It should not take, like, in order to summarize all this information, it should not take more than 1 day. Okay, if I want to summarize 50 articles. And of course, after summarizing all this, you have to use your own brain. You have to use paraphrasing it. You have to use your own brain to make it publishable in high quality journal. And you have to read 1 to 2 articles at least thoroughly to get the better understanding of what is going on with this topic. Okay, so after doing all this, what you have to do, you have to read through all these, you have to do modification by your own, you have to double check it, and you have to, of course, you have to check the similarities of using the Turnitin. Okay, you can detect your AI from here. You can detect your AI from, I don't suggest your AI should be messing more than 50-60%. Some articles have some guideline regarding the AI detection system or percentage they allow. So before submitting, you go through that author's guide and then check the guideline for the AI. Okay, you do the grammar check here. You can do the AI detection here, plagiarism check. But for plagiarism checking, I think you need to have your upgradation or the what do you call this subscriptions. Therefore, if you don't have this on, if you have Turnitin, you can check it from there. You can use Grammarly. Okay, so the Grammarly to check, but still you have to have your own subscriptions, otherwise you won't be able to check it. So you have to check the similarities. Like I have installed the Grammarly, which is limited subscriptions, has limited subscriptions. So I can check it all these things, and in using this Grammarly, if you open it, you will see the error in the grammatical mistakes. So you can check if you do the modification, the revision is in the Grammarly. Okay, for example, this sentence it will suggest, for example, here, if you further check using this Grammarly, new document, continue, I paste it here. Okay, see, building it is suggesting some, you can accept it. So since I use a Australian accent or Australian writing style, therefore it is suggesting Australian. So you can set your writing style here. Okay, so from here you can set, you know, language preference from here. You can use grammar, American English, British English, but it has to be consistent. So I use Australian English, so therefore it is suggesting it to according to Australian writing style. So there is not any mistake, there is no mistakes mostly, because AI writing is 100% accurate. So but still they this Grammarly will suggest you alternatives, okay, to make it more clearer and more academic. Okay, so you can check your Grammarly, but you have to similarity, but you have to have your subscription. But still, if you don't have, then you can use Turnitin. Some people has Turnitin, maybe your peers, your friends, your senior have that Turnitin. So at the end, so this is something what you have to do at the end of writing everything. So and then you check your AI, you check your similarity is in Turnitin, and after that finishing, you review this article from one of your peers, one of the expert in this area, your teacher, your supervisor, and so on and so forth. And I make sure you do the revision of your abstract. This is straight away written from the AI, so you revise it according to. Now while you are writing, you will have better understanding, a lot of information in your head. So you have to put your information here, like this, I show you, I tell you before finishing, concluding, I tell you. So in abstract you have to give some bit of overview just in one sentence, and then current status, and then the methodology used to review, and then finally you give the results, key outcome of these findings, and how it can be implemented. These are the 5-6 criteria you have to have in your abstract. So make sure you follow this structure and you put the key information, key results in this abstract. But while you are writing, you will have a lot of information in your head, so you can start to put it here, or you can go through, revise it, and then do the modification in an abstract. Very important. And conclusion, similar things, you have to have your key outcome here. How we have done very briefly, you can tell, but you have to have your research recommendations, or how it can be future research can be done, some sort of recommendations, some key outcomes, more detail and elaborately way, but it should not be even like more than 400 or 500 words. And finally you do your editing of the formatting of your references. I can do it straight away using referencing style from here, like this one, whatever way I want to do according to journal criteria or that journal guideline. So I think this can give you a bit of overview of what the procedures you have to follow or you can follow. But this comes with practice. You have to do practice, practice and practice. Once you write one or two articles this way, probably you will have better understanding, even better than me, and there are more other resources which you can use that, but this is the general guideline or overview. For example, before concluding, I show you one thing. Okay, for there are many other AI tools which I use, but I cannot show you. Like I use sometimes Canva, I use sometimes Weasley. Okay, for example, I need to draw a chart, okay, flow chart. So I just simply write this web portal. Okay, for example, if I show you one thing, insert, okay, insert sorry, layout, layout, sorry, references. So table of content, let's say this style. Okay, so this is okay, so this is not right because this has wrong, these are wrong because of the selection of the style. It has to be, okay, I should go here, it has to be normal. Okay, so style, it has to be normal. Okay, now it has to be normal. Okay, so now if you go to the index, update the field, enter table. Okay, so this is the index. Okay, the structure of the article. I ask this guy, okay, copy this, I okay. um Okay, so you come to this Weasley. So there are hundreds of similar web portal, AI based portal, to make the diagram, to make the graph, and this and that. So ask AI. So I go here and ask this guy, asking, okay, make a flow diagram using using the using the following. Okay, so I paste it here. So this is the structure of the article. So I want to make a overview, graphical overview. I want to put a graphical overview of my structure, which I can put here at the end, that okay, so this is the structure of my article, okay, or flow diagram. So it's generating the structure of your article or flow diagram. Okay, so see, add to board. So this is what it has done within a second. So now you can do bit of modification. You go here, you do the modification, you make it bigger. Okay, so you know, you now it's your task, you know, how we can make it bigger, how we can make, okay, you do the modifications, you make the font size bigger, like so on and so forth. You can do the modification. For example, you are not liking this one, you follow this, you put this one, it has been done. So it's in a second you can do all this. So okay, once it is done, you do the modification, you change the structure, you change the you do whatever you want to do, and then copy it from here, copy it and paste it here. Okay, I think copy PNG. Okay, and then uh, copy as PNG, no water frame, export JPG. Okay, it is asking you to upgrade it. Okay, so what I do, so once you have done all this, okay, so you just control sorry, you will snapshot, take the snapshot of it. So Windows Shift S, Windows Shift S. Okay, so you just, you know, do the rearrangement and then copy and paste it here. So but you can do the for few on for first few diagram, you can straight away copy as a PNG. You don't need to upgrade, but this is just an example I'm showing you. So there are hundreds of like that. So you do that within second. You can do like 100 like few hours of job within second or within minutes. So I think I should stop it here. This is just an overview. So now you have to play around, you have to do your own research, and then do the modifications, and finally you can come up with a good research articles. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it helps you. Hope to see you again. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.